man, Woody sent me an email, and he was asking me what my splash date was, man, and oh man, I don't know. I honestly don't know, man. I'm going on 2 years in a couple months. It'll be 2 years, and I've been working on this, so I really don't know. Let me think about that. Like the doghouse, a lot of the doghouse has been prefab, the base, and it's sitting in the garage. I'm finna pull it out and start peanut buttering it in. I don't think I'm gonna PL it because I don't like the way PL bubbles, and I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna do maybe a section at a time, peanut buttering in a section at a time. And the good thing about this is that it's gonna fit flush on the floor. It's not like where you have to have it off the hole because it's gonna be sitting on all wood, so that's a good thing. So that's where I am. I'm gonna pull those pieces out, pull that doghouse base out, and get started. At this point in the restoration, like, there's no pictures, you know, there's no blueprint, so to speak. It's just from what I've thought in my mind, from what I've seen on other boats. And so I'm a little bit worried, but I'm just gonna start assembling and hope it comes out right. My goal is to have a bench seat, extra storage, a bench seat, and a sun deck. So I know it's a lot to. Oh, and it's also going to provide the base for the side pieces because I grinded that one side piece off. So the storage, which extends now, will offer support for that piece that's going to go on the side. I'll show you that later. Okay, all right, let me get busy. All right, so ran into a slight problem. And I didn't realize this when I was laying it out, when I was first fabricating the doghouse. There's a firewall, and which passes through the main thing, I think, is the steering collar, or the steering rod deal thingamabob, and the those two ducts that take air out of the engine compartment and blow it out the side right here. I didn't take that into consideration when I first, you know, let me get back so you can see, when I first fabricated. I was going back looking at my pictures, and I saw that it was an actual firewall type piece right there. They kept the gas and stuff back there in the back. And now the problem is, I don't know how many inches that space came off the back. I think what I'm gonna do is get my piece that went right here, put it on, and measure from that piece down, and that'll tell me how much of this, the side of the doghouse right here, has to be taken away. I got a mark down there, but honestly, I don't remember what that signified. So I'm gonna do that. But the good thing is that I can go ahead and peanut butter in the doghouse base. I can go ahead and do that. And another thing is I've got to notch. I'm gonna take a piece of PVC pipe, cut it in half, lay it down there, and that's gonna be the drainage. So if I have to hose this out or clean this, water will drain out through that PVC pipe down underneath the seat and down into the bilge. And so I've got to do that. I got some inch PVC that I'm gonna put. I had a few different designs for this. That's how I came up with two pieces. I'm not gonna worry about it though, because, and, you know, as opposed to having one piece going straight across, because by the time I fiberglass it, I might throw a piece of 1708 on the back. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and it's already coated and ready to go. So anyway, I'm gonna take all this out, and I've got to make those pieces to cut. I need to cut some more 2x2s to make some temporary supports to kick the wood out so that it's the same, you know, it's symmetrical. So when it'll be flush and straight when I put it down. The wood is a little bit bowed, a teeny bit, but I'm hoping that those pieces, when I put them in, it'll draw it and make it all solid, or make it all the same width. Okay, so that's where I am. Let me get busy. All right, so I got all three pieces on, and all that is just a spacer to hold this piece straight while I peanut butter that to the bottom. And if you guys aren't really, like, you know, for a lot of you guys already know this, but I just like to mention stuff as I go. As, you know, maybe sometimes people see me doing something and don't understand. I'm using drywall screws here for the mock-up, but I'm only, throughout this whole restoration, it's only used stainless steel screws. This is a temporary screw just because this is a temporary piece. You could also use a brad nailer, but I didn't feel like, it was easier for me to just do this as a temporary than to drag out the compressor and the brad nailer. So, and see, I'm going to have to, okay, I'll give you a good example. I'm going to have to skim this with peanut butter anyway, because see, like a void like that, I'm going to have to skim that with peanut butter. So I might as well, when I could just take these out and just skim it all at the same time. It's not that big a deal. So, so that's that. So what I'm going to do now is flip that over, line it up. I should probably wipe it first. No, I better flip it over and line it up. Okay, so now what I got to do is, now that I got all the framing in, with the temporary spacing pieces, I've got to measure, like, from there to there, from there to there, you know, I don't know, from there to there, just to get it centered. And then once I get it centered, I'm going to take a marker and mark the outline so I can put it back exactly where I got it, so I don't have to recenter it again. Because I'm going to have to pick it up in order to wipe acetone. So that's what I'm about to do now. Would you looky there? Man, and that's with no, look, my niece is hiding under the doghouse. She gonna get busted. The family's going for a walk, and she's hiding under the doghouse. Is she gonna get busted? Anyway. Ah! Anyway, so back to the story. Looky there, and there's not even any, not even no spacers. That's just straight, that's just straight level. That's the straight level. Look at that. I remember my uncle used to tell me, boy, you were about a half a bubble off. And it wasn't until years later I understood what he was talking about. But anyway, let me check the other side. All right. Look at that. Oh, it's a little off. Maybe because I'm standing over here. Let me get in the middle. Okay, so after the kids went in the house and I stood in the middle of the boat, this is what I'm getting. I don't think I'm going to use a spacer for that, just that little bit. I think what I'm going to do is just put a little extra PB under this side to raise it up a little, just a hair. The front is perfect. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I could put a spacer in there, but I'm not. I think I could just raise it up just with the peanut butter. Okay, I know better. I should have wiped that out before I lined it. And I don't know what I was thinking. I know better than that. Acting like a noob. I should have wiped that with acetone before I lined it out, but I'm not gonna worry about it. It should be, even as much acetone as I use, it should, oh, I can't, damn, the sun. As much acetone as I use, I should be able to still see the line to put it down. So I'm gonna wipe it up, and I'm gonna mix me up a batch. I'm gonna mix it extra thick, and then I'm just gonna like beat it on here, right? And then just lay it on down. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it on thick enough so it doesn't fall off. I was going to stand it up straight up and down where it goes, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand it up and after I get it wiped out, I'm going to stand it up and down. Instead of horizontally, I'll stand it up vertically. And then put the peanut butter on and then just lay it in there. Okay, here we go.